welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, this is part 2 of the build for the Tamiya Hornet giveaway project. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, I'll put a link up here that covers all the preparation of the body. In this video, we're going to start masking off and painting the anti-roll bar part of the body, and then painting the body itself, and then applying all the stickers and finishing off the project. As you can see, the Hornet is no longer here because it's been boxed up and it's been sent off to the lucky winner, Lee. So I have something else in its place that I will talk about at some point. But let's crack on, and this is the next installment of the body build. Hope you enjoy it. The Hornet was Tamiya's 45th model, released on the 9th of October 1984. It was so popular it ran for 8 years, from 84 to 92, and was the bigger brother of the Grasshopper that was released a few months earlier. In 2004, the Hornet was remade and resold under a new kit number of 58336. I think we can all agree it's a true classic. Now, I'm only painting a small surface area of the body, but you've got to be careful that your oils in your hands don't contaminate the polycarbonate and react with the paint, so it can be advisable to wash the body in washing up liquid before you start. So now we're going to just paint in the bars. It's advisable to wear a mask. Don't be a numpty like this fella. Now, this might seem like a lot of work, and you do get the stickers for the anti-roll bars in the kit, but if you take the time and paint them, it really lifts the finish. Okay, well, we painted the anti-roll bars silver in PS12 that I had lying around. I gave it 4 coats. It's drying, but it's a bit tacky, but I'm going to remove the masking just to make sure everything's okay. Removing the masking is a lot easier than putting it on. Now, I've got to be a little bit careful with this because I want to leave the window masks in, because the next coat is black. So I have to be gentle with the window masks. When you're going to paint, don't forget about the weather. If it's been raining or it's really humid, the moisture in the air can affect the paint and ruin your paint job. Also, if it's very windy, you could get dust blown into your paint job. So the next job is just to blow the car in black. But first we need to scour up the body just a little bit. So to scour up the inside, to give the paint a key, I use a green scourer. Now, I always use a new one, but I don't just use it. I get 2 new ones and I rub them together to make this a lot softer. Now, what I'm showing you is what I do. Now, you can ruin this top with this. So it's gentle. You're just putting soft cuts into the polycarbonate. If you rub just that little bit too hard, and one of my videos I did before, I actually did it too much myself on the wing. So be warned, it's great because it means that the paint really sticks to the body and it doesn't flake off, but you got to go easy. So do this at your own risk, okay? And Don't send me a message saying, oh Gav, I took your advice and I trashed my body. So the reason you do this is it puts very, very fine micro scratches in the polycarbonate body. So when you lay down the paint gets into the scratches and bonds better with the polycarbonate body. That way when it flexes, or when you crash into things or the car rolls over, it doesn't blow the paint and cause it to fall off. Right. So that is it. Nice and gentle, nothing super aggressive. It's just to put a little bit of a key into the plastic. Now we go and paint the black. So I've warmed the paint up and now I'm going to give it a first light coat. Just a light coat. This is the key, because this is the coat you actually see. Less is more on the first coat. You just want a light dusting. I can't stress this enough. That's plenty. That's all you need. No more than that. Also it seals around the window masks, because when it dries it'll seal the edge of the window masks for you. So if you just do a light little dusting, that's all you need. Now we wait about 10 minutes and then we'll give it another coat. Now we go with the second coat. A little bit heavier, but don't go crazy, and don't just hold it this close. You want to be a reasonable distance and flow through. Don't just hold it there and just move along at this pace. That's not how you do it. Which way is the wind blowing? That's okay. It may sound obvious, but having some rubber gloves available when you're spraying saves you all the hassle of trying to get the paint off your fingers later on. That's plenty. That's all you need. So look, if you still see through it, you're still alright. You don't want to be on your second pass blocking out the light. So we have the third coat to do. Now I don't know if you can see through that, but there's still a lot of light that can shine through. So now we just give it a third coat. Right, there'll be one more coat after this and then we'll be done. So this is the last coat, just trying to make sure I get every single area covered and I haven't missed anything. That's the main one for this last coat. Well, that's pretty much all the painting done. We just got to let it dry and then we can pull off the protective layer and then put the stickers on. Well, the painting's all done on the Hornet. I've let it dry a little bit, but yet again, as always, I'm itching to get the protective layer off of it. It's not perfectly dry, but I just can't wait. So we're going to pick it off and see how we got on. I'm not going to take the window mask out yet because it's just too wet for that. But there's no reason why we can't peel off and see how we got on. So it came out really well. Lovely, shiny black. Fantastic. All came out lovely. It's quite an easy paint job, apart from the two anti-roll bars that take a little bit of time, but again, they're not impossible to do. Next, I've got to let it dry. Once it's finished, we can cut out the stickers. Actually, while I'm waiting for it to dry, we might as well cut out the stickers. Now, stickers. Some people love them, some people hate them. Personally, as long as you've got a cutting mat and a very sharp scalpel, take your time and you'll be just fine. That's most of the stickers cut out. So now we just need to look up where they go and stick them on. And then after that, paint the driver. So usually it's the stripes that give you the most amount of pain, because they all have to join each other. Let's just take out the window masks. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Now the stickers. Now, one thing that always catches me out is that when you go to place one sticker, you've always got to remember the stickers around it, because sometimes the specific place that that sticker goes influences another sticker's area. So if you place the sticker in the wrong position, it doesn't leave enough room for the next sticker. This is what happened to me when I placed the center Hornet sticker. I put it too low and I couldn't get the 8 into the right position. Starting to come together. Love the colour scheme. For an entry-level buggy though, the stickers are a little bit on the challenging side. We don't do roll bar stickers, we paint roll bars. When I'm doing stripes that run all the way down the car and are usually made up of 3, 4 or even 5 different stickers, I tend to start with a sticker in the middle of the car and work forward and backwards. The reason I do that is if you line up the one in the middle, you can then work forward. You only have 1 or 2 stickers to go forward and 1 or 2 stickers to go back. It makes it easier to make sure that everything stays in line. If you start at one end and then you're 3 stickers in, if you're slightly out on your first sticker, by the time you get to the 3rd sticker down the line, you're miles out. So there we go, that's finished the body. Got the lights to do and the driver. Only thing that I did slightly wrong was I put these 2 decals slightly too far forward. They should actually sit right up against the edge, but I'm not going to take them off again because they look perfectly fine like that. Then let's take this. There she goes. Starting to look pretty epic. Lights and driver next. Crack on with that. Just going to clean up a little bit first. Right, now the car's done, we just need to paint up the driver. I'm going to do it box art just like the car. Unfortunately, working in the studio, we have lots of lights, so this room gets really warm, so it doesn't really give you much time to work with the paint, so you have to move fast, otherwise they dry out super quickly. Now the difficult bit, you've got to make all that in black without destroying what you've already done. You can so easily mess that up and have to start all over again. We'll do the black last. Let's do the blue.
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, Your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I can show you. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go and say what you want, right? Girl, you should wear a name tag.
This close to finishing now. I'm gonna get a cup of tea and I'm gonna wait for this to dry and then we'll be right back. So there you have it, that's the Tamiya Hornet. It's been a long day, but I pushed through and got it finished and it came out lovely. I'm really happy with it. It's so retro. These lines and the colours, it's so 80s, sort of late 70s, early 80s. It's absolutely fantastic and it's lovely to see one finished, and I'm really happy with it. It's great. And Lee, you're a lucky man. I'm gonna have to get one sooner or later and add it to my collection. And for everybody else, this is not the last giveaway, so if you would like to be in with a chance to win something like this in the future, just stay tuned, because at some point I'm going to get another one and I'm going to give it away to one of you guys. Anyway, thanks very much. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell button, because there's lots of cool stuff coming in the future. I've got loads of cars all lined up, projects. I've got about 6 months worth of projects coming. Anyway, thanks very much. See you on the next one.